I found some significantly interesting stuff recently. Yesterday we talked about and went over Adopt Me scamming, which is a massive problem within that game's community, which is one that really resonates with me and I feel a lot of sympathy for. But there's some scams that I don't get how you can fall for them because they're so blatantly obvious. However, this guy has managed to scam like thousands of random Roblox kids to the point where I'm definitely gonna call it out. I also want to go over a scam that a lot of people are falling for, and I just really want to make sure that you're aware of it, so I'll make sure to like this video so that more people find out about it and are actually able to protect themselves from this. Also, hit the subscribe button because a lot of you guys that watch my content for some reason don't hit the sub button. Like, we're so close to 600k, please help me out. Seriously, it takes like less than a second. I'll talk about the guy scamming a bunch of Roblox kids in a few moments, but as I said first, I'd like to go over this one scam that so many people have been coming to me over. So this scam has been very prominent for like the past year or so, and this really only affects people mostly that have valuable items in their account. So what happens is that the person will get a direct message on Roblox saying that they're introducing themselves and that they need help testing something specific for their Roblox game and that they're in need of testers, and they are offering to pay a specific amount of Robux for the testing that you complete for their game. You add the person on Discord and then they go on a huge spiel about how they want you to export a .har file or a .hra file for them so that they can do something with that in their game, okay? It seems fairly harmless, right? Like somebody just wants you to test something for their Roblox game. That's where it's completely incorrect, is that when you give that file away to the person that's trying to apparently get your help, that actually is encoded with your .roblo security. For the unaware, the .roblo security cookie is your login authentication token. So when somebody has access to your Roblo security and they paste it into a web browser, they now have full access to your account without having to log in or get through any security. It's been a scam method that's been going on for literally years, just people have found a much more creative way to do this over the past year or so. Usually targets is people with a lot of expensive limiteds or people that have recently returned to Roblox after multiple years of inactivity, and these people really aren't, like the people that are older to Roblox and just recently returned, they aren't really caught up to date with the latest scam method. Now, if you get one of these messages and you happen to see it going around in places, just know that if it's too good to be true, it probably is. However though, next up, I want to talk about something that made me really mad and really annoyed at how this guy has gotten away for months, probably more than that, of literally scamming random kids on Roblox. This involves the same demographic of people that are very vulnerable that we talked about in the last video, Adopt Me players. Now, as we said, the player base for Adopt Me is generally very young and very vulnerable to being taken advantage of, alright? Now, this guy has not been scamming people out of pets. He hasn't been doing the same tactics that we were talking about in the last video. This guy is doing worse. He is scamming kids out of Robux with false promises. So I happened to stumble upon this random group called Cool Players of Roblox, looking like a very generic group already, saying this is a fan group, all fans are welcome to join, which will be released soon. It's just a group that is supposed to be about being cool players on Roblox. Didn't really think much of it, but I decided to go to the games, and you could see... you can see where some of the scamming or where some of the stuff is starting to look a little bit suspicious. So we found this game called Adopt Me Pet. Go to Game Pass, buy pet new. And I don't know why the thumbnail is Jailbreak 2. I feel like that's a little contradictory if you're trying to pull off the hustle here, but whatever, let's move on. So I took some time out of my morning to join this game myself. And it's very evident that looking at some of the players here, it's not botted players. There's currently about a total of 200 players on this game at the time of making this vid. There are some very real kids on this game right now that don't exactly know what they've gotten themselves into. And the game is just plastered with a bunch of different Adopt Me pets available inside of the game, taken from Roblox, free models obviously. This guy in this game really entices you to go check out his game passes, so let's see what type of goods this man is selling. And when I checked out the game passes, I saw the hustle really shine to me, and I thought to myself, wow, this guy has been taking advantage of kids for a really long time, to the point where it actually makes me pretty mad. So I went to the store and checked out the game passes, and I saw that this guy is apparently trying to pretend as if he's selling real pets on Adopt Me for Robux, showing an assortment of game passes with varying different types of pets that are usually pretty rare in the Adopt Me game, you know, stuff like the unicorn or the neon frost dragon, stuff that takes a really long time to actually get out of eggs that's just available for $4 to $5. And you would be shocked at how successful this scam has been. I looked through some of the sales and calculated the math that this guy has hustled from this alone, and it's genuinely depressing. This is a fake game pass. It doesn't actually give you a pet on Adopt Me, so he's had 1,120 sales. So if we do 350 times that number, would be a total of 392,000 Robux from this one game pass alone. That's over $1,000 worth of Robux made just from one game pass. This guy's had a bunch of other game passes with varying different types of sales, so I will combine all of the game passes in a moment and just see how many sales this has gotten and how much money this man has truly pocketed from taking advantage of little kids that don't know any better from this type of stuff. I managed to calculate all the numbers into easy math real quick, and we're going to put this in a calculator and see how much this guy has truly made from this. I'm already assuming this is going to be a very depressing number, probably over 2 million Robux. Take a guess.
2,000 years later.
1.3 million Robux generated from this scheme that nobody has talked about. If we convert that to USD value, that is $4,628 that this guy has gotten away with from this. That's like actually disgusting, because like this goes far beyond just a couple of Adopt Me pets being stolen from a kid on a game, okay? This is real money that has been taken from kids here at this point, because like Robux has actual value in real life. So it's like this isn't something that people can just brush off really easily as if it's like not a problem. Like if it was an Adopt Me pet, sure, I think people could brush it off a little bit easier, but 1 million Robux, bro? Like, come on. Once again, the only reason this guy's managed to get away with this is because of the fact that nobody's noticed it. I only really caught wind of it because one of my friends DM'd me about it and said that this has been going on for a while. And the other factor is that this takes advantage of some of the most vulnerable people on Roblox, which once again, is young children. They don't know any better. Of course, you could put some blame on the kids if you really wanted to and say, oh, they should know better than that. It's kind of stupid. But at the same time, you gotta give these kids the benefit of the doubt, man. We all were there at one point. Like, we were 6 or 7 years old, and we're totally new and naive to the internet, and didn't think, hey, everyone on the internet's a good person, right? Bad people on the internet don't exist, right? Right, guys? Right? Thing is, though, is that he's actually trying to continue it. As of yesterday, he said on his group shout to go for this game for all pets on Adopt Me, which this isn't really as elaborative as the previous scam, because, like, obviously there's no Adopt Me pets here or anything, but he just wants 1,000 Robux, and if you give him 1,000 Robux, apparently you will get all of the Adopt Me pets in the game. This is the man behind the group, by the way. He's online right now. He's probably gonna wake up to a very rude awakening once my video publishes. Could not have picked of more of a generic Roblox scammer look to go about with. He tried to hide himself, too, in a very awful fashion, because, like, if you go to the group, you'll notice this fact. He's on his alt account right now. Legit, both of the accounts are online right now. So what the guy is trying to do now is that he has a tactic set in place so that if the group does get moderated, he will not be the one that gets banned, and here's why. This right here, the owner, in quotations, of the group, is a placeholder account. Meanwhile, he put himself as the actual owner, so he gives himself as literally a dead giveaway here. What this happens is if this group gets shut down and banned, which probably will happen, this account of his will get moderated. This random alt account of his will be the one that gets terminated. Meanwhile, him, because he's not the owner of the group, Roblox will think that he doesn't have any sort of affiliation with it in terms of breaking the rules or anything, so he'll be able to get away with it scot-free. When he absolutely has been breaking the rules, it's been made very evident in this video, and he should be terminated from Roblox very soon. Now, the sad factor of this video is that I don't know if this is the only group out here that's doing this stuff. There's probably a bunch of others out there that are totally under my nose that I have not seen yet, but this is the first one of its kind that I've really happened to see, and one of my friends brought this up privately to me of, hey, You know, this guy has scammed millions of Robux and has gotten away with it from everybody. I'm just saying, man, there's much better ways in this world to go about making money than taking advantage of 5-year-olds. Like, I promise you, there's better ways to do it. Please get some ethical ways to make your money other than this. Sorry if I got kind of heated throughout parts of this video, just it really did make me really upset, and I still am noting the fact that this guy has made more Robux than 90% of us ever will. No, 99% of us ever will on Roblox, and he's done it just completely by scamming kids, and I'm not okay with that. I'm done. Before I get more annoyed in this video, make sure to let me know down below what you think of this video, what you think of this guy doing this stuff. Let me know if there's anyone else doing this, because I really want to know if this is a much bigger problem than it actually is. And until next time, folks, like this video so more people see it, subscribe so we can get the 600k, and check out my other Roblox content, because I make Roblox vids every single day, and you might find one or two of my videos enjoyable. But I'm Kaneko Kitten, and I will hopefully see you guys, girls, or whatever, tomorrow in my next video. Peace!